to the future.
Welcome back to ScreenRant. Now, quick warning, since we're mainly focusing on ideas for Season 4, this video features all the spoilers for Stranger Things Season 3, just so you know. We waited 2 years, we binged, and now we're all ready for Season 4. Yes, we're talking about Stranger Things, the Netflix show that just keeps giving and only seems to get better and better with each new season. So what's next for the series after that epic finale? Well, the speculation has begun, and a whole collection of fan theories gives us plenty of options for Season 4. The town of Hawkins, Indiana has been the main focus of Stranger Things, but Season 4 looks to change things up a bit. In Season 3, the cold open and mid-credit sequence focused on a Russian facility, but expect to see plenty more of Russia in the next season, especially with the American trapped in a cell there. More on that later.
Не американцы.
With advancements in technology and different gates located all around the globe, the Upside Down may be accessed all in multiple locations, which is great news for the Mind Flayer, not so much for anyone living near the areas. The Duffer Brothers themselves have already discussed the world building they intend to do for Season 4. They confirmed Russia will play a huge role and we will see a lot of other portals. Plus, who knows where Joyce and the gang have settled down in? Their new location could be filled with gates to the Upside Down no one knew existed. The Mind Flayer may be drawn to both Will and 11, meaning you can take the Byers family out of Hawkins, but you cannot take the evil Upside Down monsters away from them. Okay, this next entry is only considered a theory because they didn't actually show him on screen after the massive explosion, but we can all pretty much agree Hopper's still alive. There are just an abundant amount of clues. The Russians refer to an American locked away in a cell. Hopper's body was never shown dying. David Harbour confirmed in an interview with Slash Film that Hopper was indeed the one inside the cell. And if you dial up Murray's number on the show at 618-625-8313, there's a mysterious message he leaves for Joyce, which also hints at Hopper's survival.
Joyce, thank you for calling. I've been trying to reach you. I have an update.
The only question remains is, how did Hopper end up in Russia? Did he jump into the Upside Down to avoid the explosion? Did the Russians capture him just before the explosion? Our guess is he did indeed go into the portal and somehow found his way out, where he landed in the lap of Russian soldiers. Multiple months passed between the underground lab explosion and the prison scene in Russia, so it makes sense that Hopper was chilling in the Upside Down for a while before reaching the exit point that may or may not be much better than the dark reality he was in. While we discussed the possibility that Hopper may have traveled inside the Upside Down, Season 4 of the show may dive deeper into the creepy area than ever before. While the Mind Flayer took control of humans in the real world, we didn't really get to see much, if any, of the Upside Down. This could have been done on purpose, setting up for an epic season where a journey to the Upside Down is taken to not only defeat the Mind Flayer, but to rescue Hopper along the way. Will and 11 both have plenty of experience in this realm, and we could see them leading the pack as they explore, run into some old monster friends, and see some new encounters that are most likely made of nightmares. The Mind Flayer's home turf could make the creature an even bigger threat to mess with and really up the stakes in terms of scale, action, and possible losses to some beloved characters. In the newest season of Stranger Things, we got introduced to all new characters, including Mayor Larry Klein and Dustin's girlfriend Susie.
Dusty Bun? Dusty Bun.
But one of the biggest standouts was Scoop Ahoy employee Robin, played brilliantly by Maya Hawke. Robin looked to have a typical romantic build-up with her coworker Steve until an emotional bathroom confession revealed she was a lesbian.
Tammy Thompson's a girl.
The first outed LGBTQ character on the show really helped expand representation, but some fan theories have already predicted another character was gay, and Season 3 added further clues. The character in question, Will. During an emotional scene with Will and Mike alludes to the fact that Will doesn't like girls.
It's not my fault you don't like girls.
Which could be a hint at his preferences in dating, the fact that he's stuck in an adolescent state, or both. Either way, whatever gender Will is interested in is pretty much open for interpretation because it has not been a focus for the character as of yet. In a great move and character arc, the emotional and physical trauma 11 went through during Season 3 has caused her to lose her powers. Yep, they're completely gone. But just like Hopper's disappearance, we can consider this move just another obstacle as opposed to a permanent change for 11. How many times have we seen everyone else stand around while 11 just does her thing, tossing things left and right? If this continued, the action scenes would get repetitive. 11 is now in a whole new survival mode, and without Hopper to guide her, getting those powers back may be tougher than ever. Plus, without those powers, she can no longer just strap on a bandana and find Hopper the easy way. And we all know when 11 does regain her powers, the moment will be epic. The blood will drip from her nose, and it could be one of the best parts of Season 4. We secretly think that not only do the demons of the Upside Down have an obsession with haunting Will and the small town, but they're jealous of all the great holidays in the real world. The first 3 seasons of the show took place around Christmas, Halloween, and the 4th of July. We can't imagine the Duffers abandoning these holiday traditions, so speculation has already begun about the Season 4 holiday. While President's Day could feature some demigorgons climbing on Mount Rushmore, all signs point to Thanksgiving as the next holiday in focus. In the final episode of Season 3, Will and 11 talk about visiting each other on Thanksgiving break, giving them the perfect opportunity to meet up and begin their next adventure.
Did you talk to your mom about Thanksgiving?
Plus, if the next season is released right around Thanksgiving 2020, then there's about a year and a half to write and produce the next season without making viewers wait too long. With each new season comes a new year of the 1980s, and Season 3 may have been one of the best yet. We got to see clips from Back to the Future, hear some great music, and see Hot Dog on a Stick back in business. Well, next season could take us to 1986, where the pop culture references and Easter eggs are bound to pop up in each episode. In the main news of 86, the Chernobyl disaster could cause a lot of rumors and stories to circulate or act as a cover-up to the Upside Down. Some of the top movies in 1986 that we could see referenced include Top Gun, The Fly, Labyrinth, and Little Shop of Horrors. And then on TV, there was a whole different type of creature who debuted, Alf. The wisecracking puppet is a far cry from a demigorgon and could provide a fun balance, along with being one of Joyce's favorite new shows. 1986, yeah, count us in. With the heavy use of Back to the Future in Season 3 of the show, we wonder if the Duffer Brothers are hinting at something, specifically the use of time travel in Stranger Things.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Time travel may be a little convoluted and off the rails for the grounded show featuring an alternate dimension, but this hasn't stopped fans from coming up with theories, even if they are a little far-fetched. Take, for example, Stranger Things fan Daniel Polensky. Daniel took the time to add up the Back to the Future screen time in the 7th episode of the season, how much time should have passed between the scenes that were shown, and through a bunch of calculations, got the number 88.
Great Scott. I know, this is heavy.
So, 88 minutes of the movie passed by in 24 minutes of Stranger Things story time, and when you divide the numbers, you get the rounded out number of 3.7, aka Season 3, Episode 7. Confused yet? Yeah, we're pretty sure it's just a bunch of random math coincidences and patterns, but some fans believe this means the Duffer Brothers will explore time travel in the future. Hey, we didn't say they were all great theories, and this one is probably the least likely to take place. The family video store could be seen briefly in the background of Season 2, but Season 3 showcased a future for both Robin and Steve as they snag jobs at the Hawkins local video rental business. This is a great alternative to scooping ice cream and could become one of the main hubs we see our characters gather at in Season 2. It will be great seeing the whole video store environment again, but we all know how those businesses ended up, so Steve has got to find a way out of these small jobs and get some inspiration for the future. We've all seen how he leads and inspires characters like Dustin and Erica, so maybe Steve will forge a path in some type of mentor role, whether it's a teacher, coach, or some type of business he starts on his own. Either way, he has truly come full circle, and we're rooting for you, Steve! As Hopper detailed in his emotional letter to 11, change is inevitable, and time moves on without the ability to stop it. And this remains true of our favorite group of friends in Hawkins. Will has moved. Mike's focused on his relationship. Dustin barely spent time with the group and they are all getting older, so Season 4 is the perfect time to introduce a new clique of friends in Hawkins. And Season 3 already hinted at the possibilities. During the closing moments of the season, We see Dustin and Lucas bequeath Lucas's sister Erica with Will's collection of Dungeons & Dragons books and game-playing accessories. Keeping some elements grounded in Hawkins will help with the overall feeling of the show, and Erica has also proved to be a memorable character who will get her loudmouth in a lot of trouble in the future. As the older kids begin to drive in the near future, we still need to see the nostalgic bike riding that has been a huge part of the series. So yeah, there's a lot to look forward to in Season 4. What theories do you think will come true over others? What do you want to see the most in the next season? Should Hopper come back quickly, or should things be dragged out until the end of the season? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to ScreenRant for more great content.